Hi, welcome to a gentle yoga session with Dan. I'm a teacher at the Jewish Community Center, Greater Boston. Teach a gentle yoga class once a week, and in support of everybody's sheltering in place, we're creating content for you to use at home. So this will be a 30-minute gentle yoga class. Enjoy, have a mat, and follow along. We're going to start by sitting up nice and tall. Shift your weight back and forth so you feel the sitting bones in the bottom of your pelvis. And press those bones into the mat and lift up nice and tall so your back is straight. You're sitting up as tall as you can. The crown of the head is reaching up to the ceiling. And then close your eyes and notice how you're breathing. Just take a moment before you start to control anything to just notice the state of your body, the state of your breath, the state of your mind as you start to enter into your yoga practice for the day. And then slowly start to develop and cultivate a nice, steady, even flowing breath. As you inhale through the nose, lifting up all the way through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, maintain as much lift that you got on the inhale. So your back is staying nice and straight. And allow the breath to become a nice, steady, even pattern as you inhale up. And exhale, press down, lift up, maintain lift. And take several rounds of breath here as you're inhaling and exhaling. Letting the breath start to become a nice, steady, even ujjayi breath where you can hear the sound of the breath going through the back of your throat. And bring your palms together at your heart center, keeping the eyes closed. And take a moment here and bring an intention to your practice today. Whatever that intention may be, something you want to do, somebody you want to talk to. Maybe it's just someone you want to think about. Whatever that is. Let that thought come into your mind and into your heart. And then lower your hands and arms back down towards your knees. Take a couple more breaths, nice and easy inhales and exhales. And then slowly and gently open your eyes and relax. So we're going to go through a series of poses. I will do all the poses so you can follow along. Come onto your mat, come onto your hands and knees. We'll start here. So we'll start with a cat-cow pose. So on an inhale, press your chest down and through the gateway of your arms. And on the exhale, press the back body up towards the ceiling, as high as you can. And then follow your inhales and your exhales, allowing the body to move with the breath. Each exhale, pressing the back body up towards the ceiling. Each inhale, finding the back bend, pressing the chest through the gateway of the arms. Arch in the back. And again, exhaling towards the ceiling. In almost all the poses, assume we're going to do around 5 breaths each pose, more or less. Everyone's breaths will be a little bit different. So maybe you'll do 4 or 6 while I'm doing 5. Doesn't matter. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. The end of the last breath here, you're going to come back to a flat back. And then we will start bird dog pose. We're going to start that by reaching the right leg straight back behind you. Trying to keep the hips level while the foot is lifted, leg is lifted, toes are pointing straight down. And then maybe you might stay like this. Maybe you reach your right hand forward, reaching with the fingers as far as you can, pressing the heel of your back foot towards the wall as you reach with the fingertips. As you look for stability and steadiness, engage your core, reach with the foot and the fingers as far forward and back as you can, keeping the breath steady. And then to come out, you bring your left hand back to the mat, and then bring the knee back to the mat as well. Pause for just a moment. Reach the left leg straight back behind you. Again, trying to level the hips. The back foot rotates down so the toes are pointing towards the ground. And then maybe you stay here. Maybe you reach the right arm forward. Reaching with the fingertips to reach forward, pressing the back heel towards the wall behind you. Engaging your core to be nice and steady, keeping the breath even. And then to come out and bring the right hand back to the mat and bring the left knee in. You're back to your hands and knees. And then we'll do on each side some side openers. So again, round of 5 breaths. So here you're going to open up to the right, inhaling, bringing the right arm up as high as you can into a bit of a twist. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand behind the left, reaching with the right hand as far as you can. And then inhaling back up and exhale. 5 nice long breaths, inhaling up. Exhaling all the way through, reaching with the right hand. Inhale up. Exhale through. Inhale up. And then the last time through, you're going to bring the right hand through all the way, bring it to the mat, and then reach with the left hand, bringing the side of the right head to the mat. As you reach with the right hand, and take a few rounds of breath here. Letting the back open up. And then to come out of this pose, bring the left hand under, press up and back to your hands and knees. Pause for just a moment. And we'll do the other side. So inhale the left side up. Exhale all the way through, reaching with the left hand as far as you can. Inhale up. Finding the rotation around the spine as if your whole body's rotating along your spinal cord. Inhaling up again. Exhaling through. Inhale up. Exhale through. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, this time letting the arm come down to the mat. letting the left side of the head come to the mat as again you find some opening around the back body through the left side. And then press up, come back to all fours. And you sit back towards your heels just for a moment. Bring your palms together. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, just twist to the right a little bit. Each inhale, inhale up. Exhale a little bit more. You want the twist to be coming right from your belly button. Keeping the neck in line with your sternum. It helps to keep the chin, the thumbs, the sternum all in line here as you're twisting. Each inhale you're lifting up. Each exhale a little bit more. Inhale up. Rotate just a little bit more. Last inhale. This time as you exhale, let the neck go, let the gaze go out over your right shoulder. And then release and come back to center. Bring your hands to your thighs. Hands back to your heart center. Take a big inhale. Exhale, rotate the other way. Keeping the chin, thumbs, sternum in line. Exhale, so all the rotations coming from your belly, from your core. Last inhale. As you exhale, let the gaze go out over your left shoulder this time, releasing the neck gently, gently. And then coming back to center and release the hands. Come back to your hands and knees. Walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, and press back to a down dog pose. First down dog. So bend your knees, maybe walk your legs out a little bit, just finding some motion, feeling the pose. Just move a little bit. And then settle in for down dog. I'm going to take 5 breaths here. Keep the knees soft. Keep the arms straight. Fingers are spread wide. Really press with your hands into the mat. Lift the hips up and back as you press your heels down towards the mat. Don't worry about straightening the knees. Really focus on pressing with the hands, finding length along the side body. And then release, come back to your knees. Walk your hands in, step the right foot forward. We're going to come to a low lunge. So start with your hands on your hips. And just sort of find yourself in space. So make sure the right knee is over your right ankle. Back toes are pointing straight back, so your foot's not turned in. You want the toes as straight as you can. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Steady breath. Lift up out of your hips. Find length all the way up the spine. Let the breath become nice and steady and even here. Inhale the arms up. This may be enough. If you find that bringing your gaze up between your hands is going to bring you unbalanced, just stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your gaze up between your hands, reaching with your fingertips as high as you can. Press the palms together with energy. Keep the breath steady. One more breath. Bring your hands back to your heart center. And then we'll twist again. So inhale up. As you exhale, twist to the right again. Now, don't over twist. Make sure this right knee doesn't twist with you, so it stays rock solid over the ankle. Each inhale, you're twisting a little bit more to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. 2 more breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. 1 more. And then release back to center. Hands come to the mat. Curl your back toes. Step back to down dog. Take a couple breaths. And then again, come on down to your knees. Step your left foot forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift up out of your hips nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart center. And inhale, the arms up. Keep the breath nice and steady, nice and even. Inhale, reach the fingers as high as you can, lifting up out of the hips, reaching, reaching, reaching. Let the gaze go up between your hands unless you lose balance here, otherwise keep your gaze straight. Press the palms together with energy. Bring your hands back to your heart center. And then we're going to twist from here. So inhale up. As you exhale, rotate to the right, to the left. Again, keeping the left knee strictly over that left ankle. Don't let the twist go into the knee. You're twisting right from the core. Each inhale, lift up. Each exhale, you're going to rotate a little more. One more breath. Come back to center. Bring both hands to the mat. Curl your toes under. Step back to down dog. And then we'll do 5 breaths here. So you're going to inhale forward into plank. Nice straight body. Exhale back to down dog. Knees bent. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. And last one. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. And then lower your knees. And come down. Bring your hands to the forearms to the mat. We're going to set up and do a low plank here. So interlace your fingers. You're on your knees. Forearms are on the mat. And then from here, you're going to step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. We're going to do 10 breaths. Now, you may come in and out of this pose multiple times. Do what feels right. Do what you feel right, need. Otherwise, stay here. We'll do a series of breaths, keeping the breath nice and steady and even. Press the heels towards the wall behind you. Reach the crown of the head forward. Legs are strong. Core is strong. Each inhale, press with your forearms into the mat. Press the heels back. Let the breath continue to be steady and even. 3 more breaths. And then lower down, coming all the way. Bringing your forehead to the mat. Have your arms by your sides. Hands are on the floor, palms down. Feet are pointed, tops of the feet are into the mat. And then on an inhale, lift the right leg. Keeping the forehead on the mat, lift the leg as high as you can, keeping the knee straight, lifting from the hip, raising the foot and the leg as high as you can while keeping it straight. And lower the leg down. And then lift the left leg up. Again, keeping the leg straight, knees not bent. Lift the leg from the hip, nice and steady. And lower the leg down. Then, on an inhale, lift both legs off the mat. Lift the forehead, chest, shoulders, coming all the way up, as high as you can. If you're feeling stable, maybe lift your hands off the mat. Nice and steady, airplane pose. And then lower down. Bring your hands to your low ribs on each side. Fingers are pointing forward, elbows are bent. On an inhale, press the hands into the mat. On an exhale, come to down dog. Take around 5 long, even breaths here. Or at any point during these 5 breaths, if you're tired, we're going to go to child's pose next. So you can come to child's pose at any time. 2 more breaths. And then bend the knees, lower the knees down, spread the knees as wide as the mat. Let your hips come back. Lower your head down to the mat. Bring your arms by your sides for child's pose. And again, we'll take about 5 breaths here. Nice and steady, nice and even. The end of the 5th breath, let your hands come forward, press up gently. And then we're going to come onto our backs here. And we'll come onto our back with our knees bent. Now lie back. Walk your feet in as close to your behind as you can. Have your feet parallel. Knees are parallel. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hips up off the mat to come into bridge pose. So gently lift the hips and walk the shoulder blades under. Maybe interlace your fingers. Press the hands down towards the mat. Lift the hips as high as you can. Pressing with the feet into the mat. Nice and strong. Come into a steady pose. Find some nice even breaths here. And at the end of the 5th breath, slowly release the hands, let the hips come back to the floor, and then gently extend the right leg out. Grab the left knee with both hands, pull it into the chest. Couple breaths here. Keep the right leg fully engaged. Left knee pulling up towards your chest. Maybe moving that left knee around, pulling it up in slightly different directions. Just to feel how it feels in different places. Bring the right knee in. Pull both knees into your chest. Grab the right knee with both hands. Extend the left leg out straight. Again, engaging that left leg fully, pulling the right knee up towards your chest. And again, maybe moving that right knee, pulling it towards the outside, maybe pulling it up towards the inside. Just moving it around, feeling different sensations. And then bringing the left knee back in, pulling both knees in for a moment, and then allowing both legs to come to the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Walk the left foot in. On an inhale, lift the left foot up, grab the back of the left thigh, pulling that right ankle towards you as you press the right knee away from you. Take several rounds of breath here, keeping the breath as steady as you can, even inhale and exhale. Maybe you can breathe into the outer right thigh. For some of you, just crossing the right leg like this without lifting it is plenty of sensation. So feel free to just stay in this pose if that feels strong enough. And release. Come back to both legs planted on the floor, knees bent. Cross the left ankle over the right. Again, this may be plenty sensation for your outer hip, so you can stay right here and breathe. If you want more, you need a little more sensation, lift the right foot off, grab the back of the right thigh, pull the left ankle towards you. Again, as you breathe, allow space to come into that left thigh, keeping the breath steady and even. 2 more breaths. And then gently release. Bring both feet back to the mat. And then cross the right leg over the left. Walk that left foot in a bit. Let your arms come out to your sides. Lift the left foot. Press the left foot into the mat. Lift the hips. Swing the hips a little bit to the side as you let your knees fall over to the left. And let your gaze come out towards, looking out over your right fingertips. And join a twist. It goes in both directions. So there's a twist here for the lower body and a twist here for the upper body. Allowing the breath to stay steady and even here. Then bring your head back to center. Swing the hips back to center. Uncross the legs. Cross the left leg over the right. Walk the right foot in a little bit. Lift the hips. Swing the hips as the knees drop over to the right this time. Letting the gaze come out to the left. one more breath here. And bring the head back to center. Swing the hips back to the center, uncross your legs. And then extend your legs out straight. Bring your arms by your sides. Keep the eyes closed. Let go of any steady breathing. And take a moment here. Feel the body on the mat, on the floor, feeling gravity holding you in place. As we go in to Savasana, corpse pose, we're looking for stillness and quiet, allowing the body time to know that there's no expectations coming there. We just are giving the body a few minutes of quiet, of no work, just stillness and quiet. Allowing the mind to also be still, allowing the mind to also quiet. As we let go of any effort for a few minutes of Shavasana, as we lie still. Begin to bring a little motion back into your body, moving the fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into the entire body. And then slowly, taking your time, roll onto your right side with your knees bent. And then slowly again, keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall, pressing the sitting bones just like we started into the mat, lifting up to a nice straight back. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Take a moment here, recall the intention you started the practice with today. Acknowledge that intention. Bring love and gratitude into your heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this gentle yoga class. Please participate in additional classes provided by the JCC GB Plus program as we all are experiencing new ways and new things to do in this moment of stress and tension. Enjoy a little bit yoga every day.